Hey guys, how's it going? Masterbucks here. Welcome to another episode of the Juventus Career Mode in FIFA 19. This is the penultimate episode, the final or second to last episode, as we of course wrap up the Serie A. The next episode will be the season finale and the series finale when we play the Champions League final against Liverpool. But before we get that competition over and done with, we have one more left to do, and that is the Serie A. Right now, we are looking at the prospect of winning it right here, right now, if we can beat Atalanta and if hopefully Inter Milan either lose or draw their game. I think they can actually I think we just need them to lose their game, really. That's what we need. To make it mathematically over and done with, impossible for them to catch us. That's what we need them to do. But I'm not counting on it. I'm pretty confident we're going to have to settle this on the final day, but it'd be fantastic to get it done in our own stadium and to lift up the trophy in our own stadium. But we're underway in this one. Again, the standings at the moment, we only have a 1-point lead on Inter Milan. We have a slightly superior goal differences. Pjanic with a little bit of a nutmeg ends up getting a bit of a small shot off on the keeper, but it's straight to him and he makes a pretty simple save. Thankfully, we're through once again here through Ronaldo, who's got to get it surely this time. Tried to go for the near post finish instead of shooting across and just put it wide again, only just centimetres away from getting it, but it seemed literally harder to miss as we cross another one in, another header, tried to float it in the top corner, didn't happen. I'm just not able to beat the keeper at the moment, and even when I do, it's just marginally offside or just wide, unfortunately. And again, a shot, an attempted shot was just cut out again with a brilliant slide tackle. We were getting our chances, but then Atalanta get a cross in at the back post, and they've done barely anything for the first half, and they whip one ball in at that far stick. There's someone there to tap it in. I'm getting real sick and tired of conceding this goal. I should have done a lot better staying in front of him, let him cross it in like that. But just always, every single time they cross it at that back post, there's never anyone there to deal with it. There's always someone there to stick it in. And they always it's perfect accuracy all the goddamn time. Dybala turns his back on the defender, gets taken out right from behind, and we get our first penalty of the season. It comes in the second to last game. I've not been given an awful lot of penalties this year. There was only one man to step up for it, and it is Cristiano Ronaldo. That is a ripping penalty into the side netting. If there was ever a man in this Juventus team that was going to take the penalty, it would be him. And even if the keeper went the right way, I don't think he's stopping that one. Just brilliantly placed into the side netting, and we tied things back up at 1-1. That's a lot better, but it's still not really where we want to be. We have to win this game. It is crucial that we tied it up right before halftime. That is fantastic, but if it still ends this way, then that is not good enough. Simply put. Still, we have, though, an entire second half left to play. And also the prospect that maybe Inter Milan have dropped points, but I do not want to rely on that. We have to get the win here. Let's go. We have to focus. Alexandro on the ball, ended up playing it forward a little bit right after kickoff. Nearly got dispossessed there, but still we're on our way. Dybala to Costa. It'd be amazing if we could get an early goal here. I try to play it through. It's just gotten somehow past the defender. He didn't deal with it well enough. And thankfully, we set up Matuidi for the goal that puts us in front and keeps us in the driver's seat of the Serie A title race. The defender got something on that attempted through ball, but couldn't retain possession. And I believe it was maybe Pjanic or Dybala, whoever it was, that pounced on it and then set up Matuidi for the finish into the top corner. Huge that he did. And now Matuidi continuing on his run. Got, of course, Salah on the right-hand side as we whip in across at the back stick. Can we get the goal that way? No. Of course, their defenders are just so well marking my players at that back stick, unlike my players will ever be, unfortunately. And they were getting their chances through, still moving it forward. Chiellini thankfully cut that one off. Would have been a big one had it got through, a big chance for them. Still moving forward once again. I was up against it toward the end of the second half, and there was their chance right there. Thankfully put pretty close to Perin, who made the save. If they score that, if we draw this game, who knows where we are, man. Inter Milan could have won, and they could have taken the lead in the Serie A title race on the final day. It would have been disastrous. Huge save by Perin. We couldn't end up getting a third, but we do end up getting what we needed the most, the 3 points. That's fantastic. A huge result. It keeps us on top of the Serie A regardless of the result that Inter Milan got. But we will find out in a second if they did manage to drop points for us. Hopefully they did. That'd be absolutely fantastic. It'd go a real long way. I take it from the celebrations that they didn't lose their game, because otherwise we'd be lifting up the trophy. It would be mathematically over. But as you can see, Inter Milan did indeed drop points. They're down to 72 points. We've got 75. So the only way that Inter Milan can take it from us now is if we lose our next game and they win. And we would have to lose by a certain amount. They would have to win by a certain amount because we have the 4+ superior goal difference on them. It's looking very, very good. It is all set for us to take it on the final day. We just have to make sure we don't completely bottle it, and Inter Milan, if we do bottle it, win their game by a significant margin. This is it. This is it. With an entire week-long break as well. So I get to play my strongest starting 11, and they'll all be fully fit and fully fresh, ready to go. That is so, so nice, considering that I haven't been able to do that for so long. Look, everyone's in there. Dybala, Pjanic, Matuidi, my starting front three, my back four. Everyone fully fit, healthy, ready to go. This is perfect. I haven't been able to have this for so long. And thankfully, we've got about a week-long break after this game for the Champions League final. So we're going to get to play this exact same team. It's going to be sensational, and we have no excuses. No depleted team. Literally every single player that we want available is ready for us and ready. Even the bench players, I think we've got the strongest bench that I would like as well. We are set and prime to take this, hopefully, Serie A title. What would it be? 8 in a row for them? Just an insane number, an insane amount. And hopefully we can take care of things right here as Sampdoria get it kicked off. We've got to do it in their own stadium. We can't lift up the trophy in front of our own fans, but we do have that little away section, which hopefully will be quite nice as well that we could share with. As we get Matuidi a chance to shoot, the defenders close him down, and then he ends up getting his shot blocked. But we wanted to get the goal. We wanted to take the lead nice and early, and it's a poor back pass. Sandro's got it. Now Ronaldo's going to slip in Salah. Can he get the first of this game? Yes, he does! Beating the keeper, and now it's 1-0 within 20 minutes. Brilliant start. That's all we needed, just to get the lead early, just to shake the nerves, and that's exactly what Salah's been able to deliver. Fantastic. Matuidi nearly gave it away, but made the interception as soon as he did, and now we're back on the ball. Only a few minutes after scoring, how good would it be to pick up a second? That's what we're looking to do as we just continue to run through the middle. Ronaldo, could he put maybe away the sealer? It is a long, long way left to go in this game, but that's a huge goal as Ronaldo picks up yet another for his Serie A season, and it looks good indeed. Sampdoria now need 2 goals to tie things up, 3 to take the lead, and even if they do tie things up, that's still fine. All we need is a point. Right now, we're looking primed to pick up all 3. I think the Serie A title is coming home, boys. We've still got a little over half, or just under half an hour left to go in the game as Matuidi nearly made it 3. I swear, if we could pick up a third in this half, then that would surely wrap it up, regardless of what happened in the second, despite how big we could potentially bottle it. I think we would be looking very good as we go for one more counter-attack, work it out wide to Salah. It's a pretty heavy one. Unfortunately, played it back to Ronaldo, but we ran out of time for a counter-attack. But it's still all good. 2-0 lead at the moment. We have to make sure that we focus on keeping the clean sheet, seeing this game out. It is the last 45 minutes of the season. We are 45 minutes away, hopefully, from lifting up the title. But I drag a defender away and I let Quagliarella go right on through, and a ripping strike into the top left corner. I tell you what, when you let the AI, legendary AI, get a shot on goal in this game with no defenders in the way, and you basically leave your keeper on an island, just forget about it. That is a strong finish, ridiculously hitting in the top left. And now we are only just the 1 goal up now, which it makes things a little nervy. We could still concede another one and still be in a good spot, or at least in a spot to win the title. But if they do score 1 more, I do get quite nervous, that is for sure. As we still continue on, hopefully maybe picking up the breathing space back again. It would be sensational if we could, as Dybala slips in Mo Salah. Already got 1 today. This is for 2, and he's got his second. 2 goals for Mo Salah, 2 goals back in front for Juventus, and 2 hands surely on the Serie A title. Hey, you like that, don't you? Come on, boys. Mo Salah, once again, another strong finish. Nicely hit past the keeper, and only a few minutes left to go. We're about to be celebrating with our hands on the Serie A trophy, but right toward the end of the game, a big challenge on Matuidi, almost unnecessary. He's still down and holding his leg here as Sampdoria get a counter-attack. He's still down. Referee's going to call it back. Are you actually serious? Have we lost Matuidi to injury in the last minute of the season? The game is gone. The season is wrapped up. It's done. We've won the title, and Matuidi is going to lose. We're going to lose Matuidi for the Champions League final in the last couple of seconds of the season. Are you kidding me? He's been brilliant for me all season, and now we just have to wait for the doctor's analysis. If it's a week-long injury, then maybe sure, he'll be fine for it, but I don't think it is. We had to take him out the game, and what a horrible way to end things. It's a real dampener on our season, but we've still picked up the Serie A title, and thankfully the celebrations haven't been quashed too much. It's a real damper. It's a downer to go out on, but it's still the right result. It is still the Serie A title. I think as soon as Mo Salah scored that final goal, that third goal in this game, then it was wrapped up. I reckon as soon as Mo Salah scored the first goal in this game and we took the lead, that's when it was all over. It was just, yeah, we had to just take care of business here against Sampdoria, the team that's way down toward the bottom of the table than it is toward the top. And this is going to be it then. We unfortunately couldn't do the treble. We got knocked out so brutally in the 90th minute of the Coppa Italia. And so unfortunately, Chiellini's not going to be able to get his hands on that trophy and we won't be able to complete the treble. But he is going to be able to get the one that matters here, the league trophy, the Serie A title. It belongs to Juventus. It is, can you believe it, 8 in a row. It is a dynasty for the black and white. Forza Juve, they lift up yet another one. An unbelievable record for Juventus gets even more unbelievable. 8 in a row now. That is just insane. They have dominated Italian football for the past decade, but now, after we're done celebrating this title, our focus will shift to European football. Juventus have made their last 5 Champions League finals have all ended in defeats. They have not won it since 1996, and hopefully one day in Madrid, in the Wanda Metropolitano, and hopefully this will not be the only piece of silverware that Juventus gets to lift up this season and not the only piece of silverware that we add to our trophy cabinet alongside the Supercoppa Nazionale we won at the beginning of the season. But there you go, people. It was getting very tight toward the end of things, but we were able to do it. Ronaldo wins his first Serie A title again in his first season. He's done it in Spain, he's done it in England, he's done it all over the joint. Now he's done it in Italy as well. But the bad news is obviously Matuidi out for 7 months. It's not even a short-term injury where maybe there could have been a small chance of him coming back for the final. No, 7 months, he's out. He's gone. In the last couple of seconds of the season, he goes and injures himself. I'm not even putting it on him. It was a huge challenge, but there you go. We're going to have to make do without Matuidi. We're probably going to have to start Emre Can now, and that means replacing Emre Can on the bench with probably Bentancur or someone, a bloke that I barely played or barely given games to, and Matuidi's been brilliant for me. So it's not what I wanted going into this final, but it's what it is, and we're going to have to put out whatever team that we can. They're all going to be fully fit and fully fresh, obviously minus Matuidi, but the next episode will be the final episode. It will be the Champions League final. So get ready for it, lads. Until the next one, my name is the Master Bucks. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a good one.